Find the standard deviation of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. I'm doing the rudiment first before we now go over to this one. So you need to understand all these ones first before you now go over to this one. Find the standard deviation of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Look up, please. Listen very carefully. Standard deviation is the square root of variance. You already know that one. Good. Now, the first thing you need to do anytime you are asked to find standard deviation, remember the mean deviation, the way we have done the mean deviation. Put that into your medulla oblongata, please. Okay. You know what is called medulla oblongata? Okay. All right. You are a good student. Now let's go. We have the first one. We have add up. We have 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus what? 8 plus what? 10. All over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are 5 in number. If you add up, you have 30 divided by 5, which is what? 6. What do we call this 6 here? We call it arithmetic mean. The next thing you would do is to use the arithmetic mean to subtract the variables. Now, subtract the variables, we have 2 minus 6. The next one, 4 minus 6. The next one, the next one, the next one. 2 minus 6 is what? 4 minus 6. This one, this one, this one. Are you following? Now, because we are solving standard deviation, you have to square. But we don't square in mean deviation. We don't square. Anytime you are asked to find mean deviation, don't square. But if you are asked to find standard deviation, make sure you square. The next thing you do is to square the numbers. You square the numbers. You square the numbers. You know, that day you have to be very, very fast. You have to be as fast as possible. Now, if you square, we have 4 times 4 is what? 16. 2 times 2, 0 times 0. 2 times 2, 4 times 4. Then add up. If you add up, all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. Which, if you add all of them, you get what? 40 divided 5 is what? This 8, we call it variance. We call it what? We call it variance. If you are asked to find variance, the moment you reach here, you stop. That is your answer. Are you hearing what I'm saying? There is an aspect of variance they can ask you in exam. But I'm going to show you that one. I'm going to touch all of them before I do this one. Now, we have this one is, now we are looking for standard deviation, which is the square root of what? Variance. Standard deviation will give me square root of 8 is 2 point what? They have taught you how to find square root. 2.83. Square root of 8 is 2.83. Check it. They have taught you how to find. Square root of 8 is what? Supposing if they will say, look at this question, if the variance of a distribution, look at this question, if the variance of a distribution is 6 to 5, find the standard deviation. If the variance, look at this question, if the variance of a distribution is 6 to 5, find the standard deviation. If the variance of a distribution is 6 to 5, find the standard deviation. Standard deviation there is square root of what? Variance, which will give us square root of 6 to 5. Square root of 6 to 5 is what? 25. 25 times 25 will give us 6 to 5. Bear that in mind. This is just the elementary aspect of it. Then apart from this one, they can equally say, under this, they can equally say, if the standard deviation of a distribution, if the standard deviation of a distribution is 41.41, find the variance. I'm just touching some rudiment you need to know. If the standard deviation of a distribution is 41.41, find the variance. Variance is the square of standard deviation. Variance is the square of standard deviation. Variance is the square of what? Standard deviation. Your variance will give us 41.41 squared. 41.41 squared is 41.41 times 41.41. What you have to do is remove all the points and then multiply and count 2 decimal places upon and then put your point there. You remove all the points, multiply, then count 2 at the back and then put your point. But because of time, I can't go into that now. Now, just multiply because of time, because I have things to do. 41.41 will give us 7 something. Check it. Okay, 17 something. 17 what? 1 guinea. 171. They will not put that point for you. But if they like, they can equally put it for you. Just 1714. Okay, let's complete it. Point what? 79 approximately. Akwea? Okay. Then I have given you variance. This is how to do variance. This and this and that and that. Okay. Am I missing any other one? Okay, mode. I need to give you mode. Then after mode, I will now solve this one. After mode, I will now solve this question. Okay, I've not given you median. That's median there. Now look at this. If they say find the mode of 2, 1, minus 5. Okay, let me just put 2, 1, 6, 8, 9, 8, 10, 8, and 12. Mode is the highest occurring number. If 2 numbers occurs highest, you call it bimodal. If 3 numbers occurred highest, you call it trimodal. Now, which number occurred highest here? 8 occurred highest. Anytime you are asked to find mode, mode is the highest occurring number. Mode is the highest occurring number. The number that occurred highest here is what? 8. 8 occurred 3 times. Are you following? This one is our what? Our mode. This is the elementary aspect of all these things I'm doing now.